Hello and welcome to this lecture. And in this lecture I actually wanted to discuss an important but a simple thing in Android, which is called as a toast. So a toast is nothing but, let's say you are having some application and let's say you have an option to download something in your app. So when the download completes, you get a small text right over here in a background which says download complete, and that thing which appears on your screen is called as a toast. So in this lecture we will learn how you could go ahead and make your own toast, so that you could basically go ahead and provide one element of interactivity to your users when you design applications. So the main purpose of using toast is to notify users of something when they perform some kind of action. So in this lecture what we will do is that we will have a simple button over here, and when the user is going to click that button, the toast is going to appear, which is going to show some kind of text. So let's go ahead and start building this application. So we will remove this text view from here, and instead we will drag a button, drop it right in the center, and let's switch to the text view. And here let's add an on-click method real quickly to this thing, and let's say this thing says button clicked. So what we will do is that we will go in the main activity, and we'll start building this method by typing public void button clicked. Let's pass in the view, and once we have the view, let's basically import it as well. And once we have these things, let's directly go ahead and build the toast. So in order to make toast, you simply type in toast dot make text, and to this make text method you need to pass in three things. The first thing which you need to pass is the context, so we will pass in this. The next thing which you could pass is the message. So let's say you want to print some message like button clicked, so as this is going to be a string, we enclose it in double quotes. And the next thing which you want to pass is the duration of the toast. So what you could do is that you could basically go ahead and display the toast for a shorter span of time or a longer span of time. So for that you give a comma and type in toast dot length long or length short. So these are the two options which you could choose. So let's select length long for the moment, and finally once this thing is done, you finally type in dot show, which is eventually going to show up your toast. So what you could even do is that you could also pass in a string variable right here, which is going to display your custom message, but for now we have just passed in the entire message over here. So once this thing is done, we are basically good to go. So now let's save the code and run this application on our device and see how this thing actually works. Okay, so as you could see, the application is up and running, and let me just hit the button, and as you could see, we get a toast which says button clicked, and after a moment the toast disappears. So that's it for this lecture, and I hope you guys were able to understand how to create a toast. So the toast is basically nothing but, it's kind of like a notification for your user to notify the users of some action being completed or some action being occurred. So a simple way to make toast is that type in toast dot make text, then pass in the context, then the actual text which you want to display to the user, and then finally the length of the toast, be it short or long, and then finally add up show to show the toast. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.